Hey everyone, and welcome back to Blood Crest Manor. So today I was just going to go over a couple of things with you guys about, just some updates, small things like that. Yesterday and the day before that was a lot of yard selling and prop finding, doing some eBay items now to make some passive money to help pay for things. She's one of them. Ain't she a doll?
Excuse me.
She's something. Got her for $1. Can you believe that? They actually seem pretty happy to be rid of her. But anyway, so today we're going to be getting this vacuum packaged up and getting it out of here because it's getting sold on eBay today. I'm going to go get in the house. I'm going to get some things done in there, some things taken out. And also, we talked to the guy who owns the corn across the street. So it sounds like he does corn, soybean, things like that, which is going to be fine for now. I do definitely have some plans in the future, maybe for either a corn maze part of the haunt, which it really wouldn't be much of a maze. It'd be more of like a trail going through just to add to the haunt. And I also had an idea for a pumpkin patch, which could be really cool as well. But anyway, I don't want to give away too many of the aspects of what's going to be going on, not just yet.
So the guy that did the farm, what did he tell you about the lady who owned the house?
He told me that she lived there until she was 86 years old. I didn't get informed whether or not if she moved from the house or if she passed in the house. I'm not sure. So her name was Loretta. She was 86 years old, and she was a hoarder, from what I was told. And she had a ton of stuff in the house. There was a ton of stuff in the house when I got here, but there was also a ton of trash in here. And what I'm beginning to believe is they had when Loretta left, her next of kin had a yard sale of some sort, a big one. And they tried to sell off as much as they could, and I guess that's why the house it had as much as it did. But would I call it a hoarder house? Not really. I mean, everything I saw in the house was very much manageable to get rid of. So if she was a hoarder, then I imagine they cleaned a lot of it out, looking for certain items and things like that. But they actually left a lot of cool vintage old items that are going on eBay now. And thankfully, it's going to be helping pay for a lot of these aspects. For example, all these props I've gotten at yard sales has easily been paid by much more by the eBay items I've sold. And so I'm buying props and eBay items, and that's working out pretty decently at the moment. I got a lot to get listed today, in fact, when I get home. That cow skull over there was one of the items I got. In fact, it was $5. Can you believe that? Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's a heck of a deal when you consider what went into it.
Well, typically they go for a whole lot more than that. Like if you're buying them like from someone on Marketplace or something like that, they're like $50 to $100 plus.
And the majority of this stuff was in the
All
house.
of this was in the house. This wasn't. This is the only item sitting here that wasn't.
Yeah.
Everything on this tray and that wooden table was in the house. That get you?
So what has your experience been with, you've never done anything like this in your life, where you've gone into a house like this and actually had to deal with a lot of nasty stuff?
it's just a little dusty is all.
I've always loved urban exploring.
Yeah.
I haven't got to do a whole lot of it, fairness, but I've always loved urban exploring, and so it don't really bother me, honestly. And when I came into the thought of wanting to do a haunted house, I saw this place and I knew just how great it could be. So even though I saw it was nasty, I saw it for what it could be.
You saw the potential.
Oh yeah, this place has it.
Has
You
what?
know, the feel. It has that horror movie feel of you just walked into the Texas Chainsaw House and there's that giant metal door.
Yeah.
And you know it's messed up, but you as the victim doesn't even understand yet why it looks that way, and you're just trying to play it off.
Right.
And that's the kind of feel this house has. It has that something's off feel, but you can't quite place it until it happens to you. And that's what's going to happen to everybody who comes here.
You gonna open that other one?
Yeah, but I was waiting
For what?
for the cross, because something pops out of it now. I'm stuck here. Not a damn thing. Probably have to edit that out.
Man, snake come out of that right now? I would.
Snake won't bother
Looks like something's been in there though.
me. Yeah.
How'd it get in there? That's the question.
Mike's gonna find a way in anything. You know these old rotary phones can be expensive.
Well, they're probably good for props and theater and stuff like that.
No, they're collectible. People like to collect rotary phones. Some do.
It looks 100% different from the first time we walked in here, I can tell you that. See, and this is where your door will go into that room, which is going to require some serious gutting, bud.
Yeah, this bathroom's gonna be a serious point.
Yeah.
That crack right there in the wall.
Yeah. That
There's
is
one right here
crazy.
on this doorway too.
It's called structure crack. But that's not really uncommon. Like hell, brand new houses have that.
This one could actually be worth something because it's, even though it's been in this house, it's a vintage couch. I can look at it and tell you. And I know there's a market for it.
Well, while we're standing here, try to take the cushions and set them over here in this chair. I ain't trying to with you or nothing. I'm just saying, while we're both standing here,
Oh,
it's a bed. Just take the cushion and stack it in that chair. I mean, like I said, we got to go through these cushions. So instead of you, that's a hideaway bed.
What are these?
I have no idea. They look like rags of some sort. Set them on this table.
Set them in the trash can in here.
Well, they might be good for something.
Oh, there ain't even enough bag in it.
We might use those. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
If you say so. How much to sleep on this bed for one night?
Ain't enough
As
money
is,
in the world.
In this house, right?
Ain't
here.
enough money in the world. Oh, see, I told you something was in there. Might not be worth nothing, but something was in there. Kids.
With sincere thanks.
Bobo
Who
Bobby.
buys this? Okay. There are 8 cards and envelopes saying thank you.
Yeah, well, you might want to use them for your eBay stuff.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
All right, so we're not going to open this today, but basically how this works is you grab it right here. You ever opened up one of these beds
I've
before?
slept on some before.
Oh, okay. Well,
When I went to L.A., me and Ash.
before oh wow, there's an old ottoman, dude. That sumbitch right there was probably built in the 50s or 60s at least. They didn't have sheetrock back in the day, so they built the interior walls out of wood slats, and then they would cover it with plaster. And then with the plaster, as time passed and people had wallpaper, they started putting wallpaper. Have you been through all these drawers yet?
Not since I did that one mouse. You want to do it together real quick?
No, I'm not interested. Phone's about to die anyway.
Oh yeah, this one definitely has something going on in it. You see it?
Mm.
Here, you ready?
No, not really. I heard something moving there.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. You didn't hear it?
No.
When you touched it and moved a little bit, you didn't hear that?
Yeah, I heard that, but I figured it's just
No, that was just close the drawer so I can get out of here. Hear it? You didn't hear it again? No, it sounded like that. But anyway, yeah, it's come a long ways. But yeah, it's got a long ways to go still. You know what I mean?